Hey craft volunteers, you guys are going to be in the cafeteria. You're going to be helping the kiddos make their crafts, obviously. Day one's craft is tie-dyeing their camp shirts. So 3 of the 4 groups will do this activity on Tuesday, and the other group, which is the first graders, will do it on Wednesday. They are tie-dyeing their shirts according to their group color, which you'll have the list of. But what you're going to be doing on that is you're going to be mixing the tie-dye, which the instructions are on the box. I'll also have those written out for you guys. And then in just a second, you'll see a video of like the kind of walkthrough of how to do it. The main thing is just making sure like kids aren't dumping a ton of dye on their shirts. We got to make sure everyone gets the chance to put some dye on their shirts. And then they will staple the bags closed at the end with a list of take-home instructions for their parents on like how long to let it dry and how to wash it. So that'll be your couple main things for that. You are going to have them put it in the water, then wring it out. Once it's wrung out, you're going to have them lay it out on the table, and that's when they're going to fold it or do whatever they want to make their tie-dye design, and then have them use 3 or 4 rubber bands to keep their design in place. Once you do that, that's when we're going to get the dye out. Make sure they leave some white space so we don't use too much dye. They can use 2 colors. Once you got the dye on the one side, have them flip it over to get the back of the shirt. And then once you do that, you're going to have them put it in the bag, and that's when we'll staple the bag. Thanks for that. The day 2 craft actually is the only one I don't have a mock-up of for the rest of the week. But they are going to get a sheet that looks like this and a brown piece of paper, and they are going to create the life cycle of a butterfly, because we're talking about how God makes all things new. So they are going to talk about how this little caterpillar turns into a beautiful butterfly, so they can color their caterpillar and their butterfly. And then day 3 is prayer jar, which I've got my lovely little prayer jar here. So they'll decorate that. They'll have neon paints and all sorts of paintbrushes and stuff. And then once they're finished painting, they're gonna get some sticks and they're going to write down some things they can pray for, like my teacher, Pastor Mandy, my neighbor, my parents, all those kinds of things. I'd encourage them to pray for it right there as they are, making those things, pray over those people. Day 4's activity, so Friday's activity, they're talking about going into telling everyone about Jesus. So we are making foam airplanes, which I also have a little bit video of how they get put together that you'll see in just a second. They'll get to paint those once again with neon, and then they get a little banner to attach to the back that has our week-long verse on it. The other thing you guys will see in your room is each day you will have a origami activity that if they finish up a little bit early, they can make it. If they don't get to it, that's perfectly okay. They can choose to either take it with them or just not do it. At the end, after all of the groups have come through, you're going to take at the end of each station, I should start there. At the end of each station, they are going to put their crafts on their cart, make sure they're writing their names somewhere on there. They're going to put their names on it, put it on a cart, and then those carts will go down to their rooms so that they have them to take home. All right. If you guys have any questions, Mandy and I will be around all week if you just let us know.